Good morning, good morning, good morning. Not a financial. Oh, that gaming mode thing. I swear on all it's holy. We're redoing a video this morning. Only time I've ever done this in my life, so that's important, how important this video is. I've never reshot a video in my life. In over 2,200 videos, this is the first time I'm doing this. So that should tell you about how important this video is. I'm going to wait for you guys to schmander in here before I get really started. Oh, I don't know if you guys can read that on TikTok or not. I hope you can. Let me pause this for a second. Go over here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Can you all hear me on TikTok and YouTube and Facebook? Can you all hear me? Good morning. All right. Good morning. How's everybody doing this great Saturday morning? Beautiful day above ground. Thank you, God, for the day of health, happiness, spiritual close with you. Thank you for another breath that we breathe. Thank you for everything that you blessed us with. What's up, Dark Lights? What's up, Kevy Kev? Dude, my name's Kevin. That's funny as fuck. Good morning to Dark Lights and AO'd. Good morning to everybody on TikTok. Good morning to everybody on YouTube. What a glorious morning. It's overcast and rainy here, but who cares? This is the first time in my history I'm repeating a show I've done. Well, I've kind of done it otherwise, but you know what I mean. I am not a financial advisor. This is all just for educational purposes and fun.
Only. I am not a financial
Oh, we have people over here. Let's see who we got. Let's see who we got. Can we turn that way without incident? I think so, yes. Here, let's go over here. All right. Good morning. Arginus Luna. Good morning, Rayshawn Warren. Good morning, Amy. What's up, Amy Lou? What's up, Rayshawn Arginus? Good morning, Amy Lou. Good morning, Amy says, I'm not a financial. Thank you, Amy Lou. Good morning, John C. This is a video you do not want to miss. Trust me on this. Good morning, George Hyde. Good morning, Persistent. Good morning, Martin Lewis. What's up, peeps? How are y'all doing this morning? Hope everybody is off to a blessed morning. We're going to swing back over to here now. Good morning to everyone that's up this bright and early. If you want to learn about what's really going on in the markets and how they are handled, I'm going to teach you that this morning. Good morning, Lazarus. What's up, my brother? Okay. For those of you joining, you're going to really enjoy this. For those of you who remember what I talked about, I just want to make sure, is my voice clear? And can you hear me clearly on YouTube specifically? I really don't, care. I mean, how do I word this? It's being, and Facebook Live. As long as you guys can hear me clearly on Facebook Live and YouTube, that's what's important. Not just TikTok, not just X, not just Twitter and Twitch. Lazarus, are you using a tapping thing to like the video? Are you doing that by hand? I wonder if he's doing that by hand or doing a tapping like an automatic machine. You're doing that by hand? Damn, that's impressive, Lazarus. Thank you, sir. Audio is good on YouTube. Thank you, Amy Lou, Rayshawn. I got a feeling. I hope it is better, Rayshawn. Although people love the last video, I'm telling you. Thank you, Alex. Now listen, there's going to be times on TikTok where I have to cut it off. That's crazy, Lazarus, by hand. Good morning to everyone. Hope you guys have a great weekend coming up. AOD, good morning. Rayshawn, good morning. Dark Lights, good morning. Lazarus, good morning on TikTok. Good morning to everybody on YouTube. What's up, Botnator? How you been, Botnator? Botnator, how long you been with me? Rayshawn said, oh, yeah, I loved it. Yeah, it was something. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Everyone that joins later can figure out what we're doing this morning. All right. This is the highlights from last time. Oh, I do want to see if I can do one thing here. Oh, that's not my gaming mode settings. Hold on. Hold your horses. I've been doing this over and over every day forever. And it keeps coming back to the same exact fucking pile of shit. Hold on. Good morning to everyone. All right, I guess we're going to have to live with it for the moment. Fuck. Yeah, I was able to get it turned off multiple different times, but this time when I do it, it doesn't seem to go away, the gaming mode bullshit thing. Anyways, I'll look at it later. It's been an amazing journey. Thanks for all you do. 2 years going. Well, thank you. Oh, nice, Botnator. Congratulations, sir. And Bree. Yep. Oh, Bree's the main one. Yeah, don't forget Bree. Sog 2003. What's up, Sog? Good morning. I don't know why I thought you were with me 3 years, Botnator. My fault. All right, so here we go. Some of you have trouble getting out of your own way. And what do I mean? Just like me, you kind of get nervous when you do a trade and you get in a trade, out of it. Raise of hands if this applies to any of you, by the way. When you make a trade, you get it goes against you, and then you get scared and you close a trade. And if you don't close a trade and it goes against you, you keep it. And then as soon as you get like 5 cents up or $2 up or $5 up, you close the trade. So you move your stop loss down, and then you sound familiar? You move your stop loss down over and over again, hoping that it's going to turn around for you. And then you move your stop loss so you have a bigger loss. And then if it does happen to flip around and go up, you're like, oh my God, I'm so glad I got fucking 5 cents. I'm going to close my trade and profit. Does anyone do that here at all? Anyone at all? I'm laughing because I did it for 2 years, 2.5 years. I lost $26,500 over a 2-year period of time. That's called normal trading. Scared, normal. What's up, Mike Lewinsky? What's up, Glow? Guilty of that. Yep, sounds like me, says Amy Lou. Oh, it is your 3rd year, Botnator. I thought so. Guilty of that, says Bandit Trader. Amy Lou says, sounds like me. Yep. All right, here's another one. You try to combine my system with some other shitty way of trading, and you fuck it up. You say, hey, I had a little luck with Fibonacci retracement. Let me go ahead and put the Fibonacci retracement on the system so I can see if it's going to work. Or RSI, the biggest loser ever. I'm going to put RSI on there and see if it works. And then I combine it, and then, it doesn't work. You're trying to combine my system with with something else. Another loser-ass fucking decision that we all have done. I know because so many of you write back, well, I put it with Head and Shoulders and the system doesn't work. Because the system is standalone. Another way your own brain is messing with you. Some of you don't understand the power of the system. You don't have faith in it. You don't believe it actually works as good as it does. So you sit there and you question everything over and over and over again. You say, why won't the system work for me? Why do I get tapped out my stop losses? Here's a good one. That's a perfect one. How many of you here put your stop losses so close you get tapped out every other trade or every trade or 9 out of 10 trades because your stop loss is too close? And then you see that the trade goes the right direction and you would have made money if you'd have fucking left it alone. You wouldn't have smothered it. How many put your stop losses? Put a 7s up if you ever put your stop loss too close and you get tapped out. No one on usually my TikTokers are the best. So no one has put their stop loss too close with using my system and get tapped out with their trades. Really, I find that hard to believe. Impossible to believe, technically. I know you do, because that's the number one reason why people have a problem with my system, is they put the stop loss too close. They don't put it on the higher time frame. They put it on like a 5-second time frame. Isn't that weird this morning? This morning I had people on YouTube answering. Thank you, Amy Lou, for answering. Thank you, Bandit Trader, for answering. And Arginus Luna for answering. Yep. Now, these are just psychological, simply fixed issues. How do I word this to you? You can fix this extremely easy. You can fix this so easily it's not funny. You just have to have faith in the system. So how do you have faith in the system? Yep, says Rayshawn Warren. All right. It just everyone that uses so how do you get faith? Well, you have to understand some basics of what's happening in the world. Is there a reason, for instance, the old ways of trading don't work? Let me be specific. So, all of you out there have seen where this goes down, and this is 10-minute. It looks like a sell, and we know that it's just forming a 10-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute buy stop, right? We all know that. It's going down to form our logo buy stop, actually, which is extremely good. This is a 10-minute buy stop on all indices. Free call out for you guys. Okay? Now, we have our rules. Inside of our rules, we have these things right here. The old ways of trading do not work. And this is why they don't work. See, some of you don't understand this. I have a family member very, very, very close with what's going on with financial stuff, right? They have a real hard time understanding and believing, okay, a real hard time understanding and believing that the markets are fixed, that the markets are predetermined. I'll use that word because I'm going to have to mute TikTok soon. That the news is not real. The technical data, and I know people say it's real, it has no bearing on the determination of whether something goes up or down. The price goes up and down because the market is manipulated. They are not leaving $7.2 trillion a day, Forex market alone, to chance. They know where it is going. So do we, thanks to the system. The old ways of trading we were taught, like Fibonacci retracements, look to the left, ascending, descending wedges, support and resistance, head and shoulders, naming of candle and candle patterns, VWAP, volume, RSI, Bollinger Bands. That includes the lies of good earnings, and the stock goes up. When the Fed cuts interest rates and the stock goes up. China and Uganda find double the gold deposits in history of gold, and it doesn't go in half, it goes up. Especially the news do not work. Sometimes they'll be correct, right? A broke clock is corrected now and then. But we all know you can make a successful trade or two in a row, but they're not consistently profitable. So how do we become consistently profitable? Understanding that nothing we are taught is correct. They taught us the wrong way to trade to protect their $7.2 trillion a day business. Now, let's be reasonable, okay? Let's be 100% reasonable. If we had a $7.2 trillion a day business, okay, would you do everything you could to protect it? Yes or no? Good morning, Jan Fly of the Sky. Yes or no, everybody, on TikTok and YouTube, because I'm about to cut TikTok if I don't get any answers. Would you do everything you could to protect your 7.2 trillion with a T dollar a day business, which is Forex alone? Not $800 million a day like the US stock market and all the other stock markets. Would you do everything in your power, yes or no, to protect $7.2 trillion a day business? I'll wait for answers. Lazarus says 777s. Well, there you go, Lazarus. I will keep this on TikTok. Oh, I might have to switch off volume off TikTok to just YouTube, though, coming up very soon. Yes. Yes, says Rayshon. Yes, says Jan. Yes, says Amy Lou. Yes, says Arginus Lunas and Bandit Trader. Yes. Dark Lights, yes. Okay. Rayshon Warren, yes. All right. Of course you would. Every one of us would. There's no one on earth that would let it be to chance. So if every one of us would protect our $7.2 trillion a day business, which is Forex alone, right? You would never leave it to chance. None of us would. So then ask yourself if the market is predetermined or rigged or not. In other words, ask yourself if every one of you answered yes, which you did, for sure, yes, absolutely. All of you said you would protect your business if it was $7.2 trillion a day. So why would they leave the stock market to chance? They would not. They would predetermine where it's going, correct? 7s for yeses, 9s for nos. They would predetermine. I'm going to have to pause the volume on TikTok. I'm sorry to do this, but I just have to do this. There's nothing, I can't keep going because they're going to, I'm going to mute the microphone. Okay, if you guys want to listen to me, you might have to go from TikTok to YouTube or Facebook or anything. Okay? Now, why would they rig the market? Why would they fake the market? Would you blame them for rigging the market? No, of course not. You would do it. Do you guys understand that they are rigging the market because they cannot allow it to be done naturally? They have to know where it's going so they can make $7.2 trillion a day. They absolutely have to know that. They aren't going to leave $7.2 trillion a day in Forex alone to chance. You wouldn't do it, I wouldn't do it, and they won't do it. Okay, I'm back to regular now. Understand that, and I'll ask it a nicer way. Do you understand that if you had a business that was $7.2 trillion a day like they do, you would not leave it to chance? You couldn't. You would have to make it so you knew where it was going before it went there. You would have to do it. You would have to have it predetermined. You would do that. I would do that. We would all do that. Is that clear to everyone? Yeses and 7s if you understand that. That is the truth of the market. You have to understand that. I'm not going forward. If there's a 9 out there that doesn't understand that, then speak up. If there's someone that says, no, there's no way they predetermine the market. Of course they do. No one in their right mind would allow $7.2 trillion a day just to be chance. No one. We, as human beings, would never do that. So we rig it. We fix it. We predetermine where the market's going. They teach us the wrong ways. They teach us the BS ways. Look at this. They teach us the old ways of trading. They teach us that technical analysis makes a difference. Technical analysis doesn't make a difference any more than anything. The news doesn't make a difference. They make up the news to match the markets. They're not going to leave $7.2 trillion a day to chance. They're not going to give you any, they are not stupid. You don't make $7 trillion a day being stupid. Price goes up, price goes down because the market is manipulated. They are not leaving $7.2 trillion a day, Forex market alone, to chance. They know where it is going, and so do we, thanks to the system. So when they teach us Fibonacci retracement, look to the left, they are teaching us wrong on purpose. They are teaching us wrong that volume in VWAP and RSI and Bollinger Bands. They are teaching us wrong that earnings matter. They are teaching us wrong that scarcity matters when it comes to gold, for instance. They are teaching us wrong on purpose. Sevens, if you guys understand that all the old ways of trading, they are teaching us wrong. This isn't by chance they're teaching us wrong, to see which orders and stops are in order to keep the turnover. Even when you teach us, we don't know whether you are capable of it or not. Show your P&L. I show you my P&L every day. What's up, Husan Ahmad? Even when you teach us, we don't know whether you're capable of it or not. So this is Husan, and I'm going to give him a chance because he didn't come in here completely being a douche. He's just a slight douche. Okay, this is my answer to you, Hassan, just so you're clear. I'm on here every day trading live with you. I'm literally on here every day trading live. You can go back if you're not so lazy, which you seem like you're extremely lazy by your comment that you made. You can go over to my YouTube channel, and you can watch 900, well, it might be more than that now. I have 1,200 more. So you can watch 997 videos of me trading every day and not having a losing trade except for here or there. Okay? You can go ahead and watch any one of my trades as they play out live for you every day when I trade 5 seconds and 10 seconds. You can look at my account history just in this current account. Okay, this is my account history just in this one live account, just for the month. Okay, you can come over here and you can look at my current trades that are open. My current trades that are open are US 30. Okay, my gold. You can go back and watch where I did all my trades live in February for you that were perfect. I think it was 23 or 26-0 in February. And you can go back and look at those results. Matter of fact, I might have that up for you. So the whole entire month, my whole entire profit and loss for the month were listed. I think, oh yeah, here it is. This is every trade I made in February. All trades in this one account, just one of my accounts. I have several accounts all over. Every trade, and there's my wins and losses. So now if you'd like to apologize and come back with a nicer attitude, I'll let you stay in this discussion right now. But if you do not apologize, I will block and ban you from everything. I know when they give chemo. I agree with you, persistent, but I can't comment on that. All right. So, Husan, I'm going to give you just a few seconds to go ahead and apologize. And if you do not apologize, I'll be blocking you from here because you don't want to be here anyways. You have your mind is closed to common sense. All right? So, again, facts, the old ways of trading do not work. And they do not work because they are teaching us wrong to protect $7.2 trillion. I love you. I know, right? Now what is he going to say? Now what is Husan going to say? He got real quiet, didn't he? I see no losses in your trade. Correct. I do have some losses here or there when I'm not paying attention to things. I get a little hyper and I jump into things. Yeah, I do have losses, just not very often. It's when I'm not paying attention. Well, don't threaten. No, it's not a threat, Hussein. See, no, you're done. Bye, Hussein. God bless you. Good luck on your trading, brother. Yeah, that's a shame. I tried to be nice to him. Threaten you? No, it's not a threat. You're gone. See? They just can't be nice. Good morning, Matt Parker. I know. Partner with it. What? Tell me. Go ahead, Lazarus. Ask your question. Sorry. Go ahead. Was I not nice, though? Come on. Was I not nice to him? Usually I smash him into 1,000 pieces and annihilate him. I'm trying to do better in respect for my wife. Ask your question, Lazarus. Oh, it might be blocking your question, Lazarus. You might have to go over to YouTube, or you might have to email your question because I don't see it coming up. Oh, oh, oh. Don't threaten me with... It wasn't a threat. I was trying to help him. I thought it was very nice. Amy Luce is very nice. See? He doesn't know the old me. Coach was very nice. That was very nice. His sound got off easy. Right. But the old me would have annihilated him with the truth and smashed him over the head. I'm sorry, Lazarus. I'd love to answer your question, but it's not coming up, sir. You can send it over to the safety trade, the Forex Safe Trade System at gmail.com. Oh, well. Sometimes you try to be nice to people. Sometimes it works out. Everyone, but most of those kind of guys that are so negative, honestly, they're just so negative. Now, when they come in asking nice questions, for sure. But when they show me your profit and loss, how about show you that me and Bree almost made $900,000 off of our stores just last year alone? How about that, Hussein? Roar. Oh, I can't get mean. I can't get mean. I have to be nice. I'm sorry, Lazarus. I do not see your question. Please email it in or try to ask it on YouTube. By the way, sniper rifle week number 1 was amazing. So you don't mean a sniper rifle. You mean the Uno reverse rifle, right? Yeah, in the beginning, who would have got a heart attack. He was extremely nice with the upgrade as well. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, it's amazing. And Keith's about to finish it up all into one. All right, let's get back to the subject on hand. Psychology. See, there's a negative psychology from Hussein or whatever his name was, right? He literally came in here with a negative psychology. We don't see what you do. We don't see your my profit and loss is done every day for 3 years with 2,000 videos on YouTube. You see me trade live on 5-second, 1 seconds. You see me trade live with holding trades. You see me trade live every day. You saw I literally posted up one account's total trades only for the month of February. But yeah, you're right. I don't prove to you every day. See how negative he is? Just block them and keep going, says Rayshawn. Okay, Rayshawn. Yeah, excuse me, Coach. Uno reversal, yeah. All right, so here we go. You and I and every other human being on earth would do everything to protect our business, let alone a $7.2 trillion business. So they're not going to leave it to chance. They are going to predetermine it and rig it. How do they rig it? They rig it by teaching us the wrong ways to trade. They rig it by knowing whether it's going to go up or down. It's a fact. There's nothing that they can do that isn't predetermined. The news doesn't determine what happens. I'm talking to someone in my family just yesterday in the car, and this person goes, oh, well, everything's going up because the tariffs weren't as bad as... I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Okay. So if that's the case, and they're teaching us wrong, all the old ways of trading are wrong, and they know where it's going to go before it happens, that is the only explanation on how I am able to determine where all these indices and every other symbol is going to go before they go there, because they be predetermined where it's going to go before they go there. Now listen to that statement. Listen to that statement. My system has tapped into their AI, because that's what they use, artificial intelligence. BlackRock and Vanguard specifically use, but this is going to go over well on TikTok. They use Aladdin and Adam. That's the name of their AIs. And my system has figured out, well, let me be clear on this. I have figured out, and then the great Keith Palmer has coded it so you guys can see it. I figured out, human being, me, I figured out. Let's be clear on this. Again, I'm giving God all the glory. I am just going to humble servant of God, but let us be clear of what is transpiring before your very eyes. To sum it up, here we go. You and I would never let our 7.2 trillion with a T dollar business to chance. Oops, hold on. Trillion dollar business to chance. Okay. We would rig it by teaching things to do that didn't work, predetermining where it's going. You just have to. None of us would ever allow it, right? I only by God. Let me be clear on this. I take no credit for this. Only by God using me as his vessel. Figured out what they are going to do before, let me be clear on this, they do it. My system allows you to see it too. Okay? Yeses, sevens, if you understand this. Nines, if you do not. And I can go over it again. But trust me, all the old ways they teach you to work, they teach you that so you don't make money because they can't let $7.2 trillion to chance. I'm laughing so hard because anyone that thinks they would allow that is not very smart. Is not very smart. Hey, guys. All right. So let's be clear. Oh, let me go over to this one. Oh, it's still not right. Let's see this one. That's better. What's up, peeps? You like my pink hat? I got pink, I got blue, I got black. I actually like the pink one. This is for Bree loves pink. Morning, everybody. Good morning to Rye Edwards. It's just common sense. Okay? Thank you, Lazarus. Now, some of you are going to say, oh, there's just no way. The markets aren't rigged. They would never allow it. The government would close it down. I'm not saying the government's in on it at all. I say the government is ignorant to the facts of what they are doing. That's what I'm saying. At the best, the government is doing that. Let me be clear. I'm trying to give our government credit. If the markets are predetermined, there's no way, da-da-da. They've made it so complicated and so complex that they literally, and yes, I have hair. I know a lot of you think I don't have hair. I have shit tons of hair. I just don't comb my hair in the morning, so. Let's see, is that better? What's up, peeps? All right. Yeah, head over to YouTube so the sound's not in and out, dark lights. And you can see things, I think. It's just a little slower. We're not trading this morning, so there's no worries on that. Okay. Yeah, I don't give a shit about the sound on TikTok. Actually, I'm very, very glad it's in and out on TikTok. I don't even want TikTok to be heard. So again, to recap, you guys need to, your psychology for 101, where I began saying that, oh, you're scared this, you're scared that. Listen. Okay? Good morning, Sonique. The reason why you guys are scared and trading scared and not trusting the system is because you do not understand the basics behind it. What do I mean? The basics behind it are that you have to be comfortable with the fact that the markets are predetermined, that they would never leave it to chance. So if the market's common sense tells you that they're predetermined or rigged, then you dang well know that they're not going to let it be floating around up and down willy-nilly, right? I can't believe I used the word willy-nilly. Isn't that funny? You have to understand and have faith that what they're doing is controlled. If it's controlled and predetermined and they know where it's going and they make $7.2 trillion a day, you can too. Use their psychology against them. Do you follow? Listen to what I said. They know where it's going and they're risking $7.2 trillion a day. Are they really risking a penny? No. They know for a fact where it's going. Listen to these words. This is the important part of the show. They know for a fact where it's going, and because my system, I have figured out and shared with you my system for a fact. If they know where it's going, we know where it's going for a fact. Can we get an amen on that? If they know where it's going for a fact, they're not risking their we just determined that. They're not risking $7.2 trillion a day. So when you bet your $50 or $100 or $300, you're not risking it any more than they are, which means they're risking it zero. So your risk, demo trade only, I'm not a financial advisor.
Demo trade only, I am not a financial
is zero.
advisor.
So you can get your psychology over that. Sevens and yeses to understand that. or amens. So pay attention. If they don't have a risk, they don't have any psychological problems because they are using robots to trade. Robots don't have feelings. Well, at this point, they don't. Right? Their AI does not have feelings. They know where it's going. You have to understand that. Only one person gets that? Jan? Really? I'm going to keep repeating it until we get it. Oh, Rayshawn's right. Okay. All right. So if you understand they're not going to do it, then how do you get to your own belief to build this home? Now I'm going to do other shows on this. This is actually session 101A, and I'll probably do B, E, C, D. But how you can do that is this is how you can build it into your system, physically or mentally. You can do physical things because what you remember is your emotions. Your emotions are created by motion. So you can do physical things and repeat an affirmation to yourself. You can do visualization, meditation, where you predetermine in your subconscious mind what you're seeing. For instance, now I am the voice. I am in control, not a victim. Right? I win consistently at trading. And you can even list. I win consistently at trading Forex. I win consistently at trading US 30. I win consistently trading NAS and SPX. I am consistently profitable trading NAS, SPX. Now I am the voice. Right? Take control of your subconscious mind. Watch. I've taken you from what you need to know, and now I'm going to teach you some basics of what got me through everything and where I am. Okay? Because you have to take control of your subconscious voice. Now I am the voice in your head, okay? I am in control, not a victim. And I know some of you would argue you don't want to put nots in your affirmations, but this really works. I am consistently profitable through trading, whatever you're trading, NAS, SPX, whatever. Okay? Not losing daily. I make consistent profit through day trading. Whatever version of this, you got whatever version, just write it out. I am grateful. I am grateful to God for being consistently profitable. Not ungrateful, or whatever version you want to put in here. You guys getting it? And then repeat it over and over again. Now I am the voice. I lead, not follow. I believe, not doubt. I create, not destroy. I defy all odds. I'm a force for God. I set new higher standards. I step up. And then I tell them when I step up to. Now I am the voice. I am in control, not a victim. I am happy, not sad. I am grateful, not ungrateful. And you can set it up for any version. And you repeat this over and over. Repeat it over and over and over, even while you sleep. Okay? And this is the number one way I became, I always said, I easily see how to make the most profit from any trade. I easily, and I always told myself this over and over and over again. Okay, you can add into something like this, for instance. I trust the safety trade system 100%, not doubt. Are you guys seeing? So you can add any words that you're comfortable with adding, but this mantra, this affirmation, you should say while you're exercising, while you're jumping up and down for joy when something good happens to you. I would absolutely start with now in the voice, I am in control, not a victim. I am consistently profitable through trading. I make consistently profits through day trading. I am grateful to God for being consistent profit. I trust nature, not doubt. Repeat it over and over and over. I'm telling you, if you guys do this part of it, this will help you out mentally to get to the point where you absolutely believe in your subconscious mind, because that's all that matters. And you need to do your Wim Hof breathing. You need to do box breathing while you do this. And if you do your box breathing, the whole time internally you're saying, I am the voice. I am in control, not a victim. I am consistently profitable through trading, not losing. I am consistent. I am grateful for God. I trust the safety trade system 100%, not doubt. Okay? I do it like this. I am so happy and grateful that I win every trade. I am in control of my thoughts. You know, whatever you want, right? I would start with the words, though, I am the voice. I am in control. And I will follow up with more advanced techniques and different techniques on how I do this stuff. But that right there, what you're reading, is the number one way I did it. And I consistently said it over and over again at peak times when I'm happy, when I'm first thing in the morning, throughout the day, when I go to bed at night. I mean, you can ask Bree as my witness. I would spend 20 hours a day on creating this system, tens of thousands of hours over 2.5 years and years and years of losing. I just kept saying it. I just kept saying it over and over again. I just knew I would find the easiest way to trade to make consistently profitable. I will make the safest trades consistently profitable. I will be the one to determine and figure out how to make trading. And I just said it to myself over and over and over again until I made the system. And this is it. Okay, so we went from you and I protecting our $7.2 trillion business, just like they would. They would do anything, including teach us the wrong way, and they did, to trade. Then what do? Then we determine what? That, of course, they're going to have predetermined markets. They know where it's going up and down. There's no chance to it. You think they care about the news? It's so funny when the market goes up partial day, then goes down, and the news changes as it goes throughout the day. It's like the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen. Okay? And then what do? We determine that my system has tapped into their AIs to figure out, that I figured out. Let me be clear on this. I don't want to take the glory. God gets the glory, but I determined this. I figured it out. Through fucking years and years and years of trial and error, I figured it out. And then I shared it with you so my system can be used to tap into theirs, what they know it's going to happen before it's going to happen. And I know what's going to happen before it's going to happen. And you guys just have to get comfortable with that the fact that I have figured it out and that I shared the system with you. So once you realize for a fact that the system is predetermined because they're protecting their $7.2 trillion a day, once you understand that, and once you understand that there's a fact that they know where it's going and they're not going to risk $7.2 trillion a day, then we know where it's going for a fact because my system has figured out their system. And now you have to get it in your subconscious mind. How do you do that? Now I am the voice. I am in control, not a victim. I am consistently profitable through trading. Does this make sense to everybody? Yeses or nos? Is this helpful to everybody? Yeses or nos? You can go back and rewatch my YouTube videos, hundreds and thousands of YouTube videos. I've been doing it for nearly 3 years on YouTube. You can see me trade daily if that gives you more confidence. You can start doing your demo trades as that gives you more confidence. I'm going to go ahead and say, Amy Lou, yes. Jan, yes. Tari Edwards, 777, Alex, yes. Okay. So evidently not a lot. Now, the last time I did this, everybody was saying they want more. They want to know more psychological tricks and helpful things to get them over it. Do you want me to go over that? Do you want me to do more series on this? Maybe a segment each show on this? I don't have to. If you want me to, speak up now. If you don't want me to. If you want me to go ahead and continue to do this type of segment, well, I won't do a long period like I did today. This is absolutely everything. Okay. Hopefully that sums it up for you. Yes, please. Yes, 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 yes. Good morning, Kirk Brown. This is the first time I've ever redone a video, a show that I've ever done on purpose, where the psychology, the mental side of trading was such a big hit the last time I did it, but you couldn't hear it clearly, that I was asked multiple times to redo this. And that's what I'm doing on this show. I've redone it on this show. How not to let your mind fuck up your trading. Realize the markets are predetermined, not chance, common sense. No $7.2 trillion a day business would leave their profits to chance. That's a fact. That means they teach us the old ways of trading over and over and over again. They fail you. Realize I, through God, through Go. That's funny. How about that? Have figured out what they are going to do before they do it. The safety system. Okay. Burn these in your subconscious mind, and that is how you would do it with the now I am the voice. I believe, not doubt. Right? And then you go into the whole safety trade system. Are we 100% past the 12-line drop? What's up, Connor Dial? I'm not answering that right now, but thank you, Connor. Some people make me laugh. Let's go ahead and grab this right here. Where's my snipping tool? Yo, where's my snipping tool? Well, isn't that just fucked up? Huh. Oh, let me try this one. Ah. Well, why are none of my picture fudgicles really? God dang it. Hold on. Hold on, little doggies. Hold on, little dogs. Hold on, little doggies. Hold on, little dog. Let me see what I took. There we go. Done. Heart. Realtor.com. Now this is going to help you guys. On lives. There we go. All right. Now let's see over here. Let's see over here. Because this is how it's going to help you guys. Because I'm going to show you exactly how it's going to help you guys. Because there you go. Because once you understand this and you get to this point, you're going to understand that where you put your stop loss doesn't matter. And you're going to go, what the fuck? Let me be clear on this. Let's go up to, let's use gold since I always use the other ones. Look. Once you understand that gold, whenever there's a buy stop, and in this case there's a 12-hour daily, it looks like 12-hour buy stop. This is a 12-hour daily buy stop on gold, right? Once you understand that it's predetermined, the 12-hour daily buy stop on gold is, see the red and the green, that it will always go up past its orange line, go up past this orange line. Do you care if you catch the bottom? Listen to me and listen to this well. Okay? That the gold, for instance, in this case, 12-hour, it doesn't matter how low it goes. It matters that you can trust with 100% certainty unless God decides otherwise. Okay?
Demo trade only. I am not a financial advisor.
With 100% certainty. Okay? That it's going past the orange line. So would you put your stop loss here? Would you put your stop loss here? Would you put your stop loss down here? Sure. Where you wanted to put your stop loss. Are you saying don't trade without a stop loss? No. I'm telling to use the 12-hour / or I would go up to the next highest time frame, which is based off of the daily stop loss. So many of you are trading the 5-minute trade, right? Buy, stop. You put your stop loss right here at the pivot point because that's what Kev said to do, right here to here. You put it right here. Well, what? Let's take a look at that, shall we? Let's take a look and see. Let's go over to here. Let me get one of these horizontal lines. And I'm going to put my stop loss right here. And then we're going to go up to the 12. Oh, we'll go up to the daily. And then we're going to go up to the, see the difference? Look. This is the problem. You're putting a 5-minute, 2-minute, 10, 30-minute stop loss here. Listen to me. Here, right? Is that even it? I think that's it, right? Right here. When it should be placed down here. Now, I just fixed your stop loss problem for 99% of you. You're welcome. Understand what I just showed you. Understand it and type out 7s and yeses if you understand that I literally just explained how you don't have to worry about your stop loss anymore. When you're trying to do a 15-second, let's say, trade, and you put your stop loss right here at this pivot point, right? Well, that is an incorrect stop loss. Kirk Brower said, boom, there you go. Because yes, this is the correct stop loss for a 15-second, but you're trading a 12-hour buy stop. It's technically a daily 12-hour buy stop. So where you should be putting your, right, where you should be putting your stop loss isn't here. If you trust the system, it should be below here. That's where you should be putting it. Okay? So this is wrong. And then the correct one would be down. Oh, but it's only a 5 to 3 minute buy stop to the blue line. You told me to put my stop loss right here at pivot point, which is true. But if you trust the system, you can put your, look at how much you've lost. Look at your stop loss. I don't even know if we can zoom in enough to see it. There it is. There's your stop loss on this trade. Oh, but it's too much, it's too big, it's too this, it's too that. It's a $94 stop loss on a 0.01 trade. And if you can't eat $94 in demo money, then you're trading too big of an account, you're trading too big a lot size, too big a volume. You need to bring your lot size down. Oh, but it can come all the way down here and tap me out. Not if you trust the system, it won't. I.e., not if you trust the system, not if you understand this, it won't. See how it all ties together? You're welcome, Sog. Boom, says Kirk Brown. No one trusts you. See, there's on sale now. Let's bring up on sale. On sale is such a cute, clever little person that no one trusts me. On sale, we have stand stores, 3 of them. We have thousands and hundreds and thousands of people who trust me and Bree. So much so that we make an extremely good amount of money just from our stand sales. So in other words, there are hundreds and thousands of people who trust me. But since you are such a negative little person, I'll give you a few seconds to apologize. Okay. What's up, James? Welcome, James. James Cochran, you should speak up and let On Sale know exactly how much you trust me. So you literally have less than 10 seconds on sales before I block you from the channel. But I'm going to go ahead and let you just take back because you're probably obviously mentally challenged on the, I'm sure you don't mean to be the way you are right now. So go ahead and apologize and you can stick around. Otherwise, just screw it. It's TikTok. There you go. You're gone. Okay. Now, that's the psychology of trading. That's how it's applicable. This is why it matters to trust the system. And how do you get to trust the system? I'm glad I reached a few of you today. Remember, you can come over to here to buy the system. Matter of fact, I updated that. Bree did. We now have 7 items back in stock here. You can go to safetrade.com and get the system. You know what? Hold on one second. All right. Does anybody have any questions over this training I just did? Anyone at all? Anybody have any questions over the training that was just done? Please ask now. trying to figure out. Nope. I'm trying to figure out where is my. Good connection. Nope, none of that is what we want. What's up? Dark lights, that's funny. What's up, Alex? Thank you, Alex. You're welcome, Matt. You're welcome, Alex. Perfect training. Okay, Jan. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you guys liked it. I'm going to go ahead and probably... I should be on tomorrow morning, Lord willing. I just can't figure out where my... About me, campaign support. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, there we go. Now we're done. Okay. Now, if anyone has any questions, ask away. If not, I'm done. Goodbye on TikTok. God bless you all. Talk to you later. Yay. Have a great weekend, by the way. All right. YouTubers, Facebookers, Xers, Twitchers, whoever the hell you are. God bless you all. Everybody have a great weekend. Thank you for being here. Hope that was a nice lesson for you. You're welcome, Sanique. You're welcome, Jan. You're welcome, Matt, Alex. You're welcome, Amy Lou. Good to see you all. Amy Lou especially. Good to see you all. All right. God bless you all. Talk to you all later. Everybody have a great weekend.